everyone, and welcome back to the fourth part of the course in which we will be making the Blade of the Ancients from scratch using Blender. In the last video, we added some thickness to our blade. As you can see here, let me remove the reference. Yeah, our blade has an edge. Who would have thought? And we used modifiers, we learned about them, and now we can use them in our projects. And we left off while working on the handle. In this video we are going to continue to do that and hopefully block out the whole sword. So this video will be kinda chill. So just follow along and enjoy. I want to first, we need to go front view, alright. I first want to conform these ones so it doesn't just look like straight up blocks. You know the drill. G to grab. I need to enable my screencast keys. Here you go. And G to grab, drag, click to confirm. Here, yes, you can also hide vertices by clicking one and pressing H. Then to unhide it is the same, just hold Alt and press H and you have your vertices back. Oh, I remember the worst part was that hiding when I started Blender. I remember hiding some stuff and wondering where it went, and it took me so long to find it. I accidentally once pressed Alt H and was like, oh, that's where that went. Well, now I know. Okay, yeah, it looks good. You see these little parts right here? We should not worry about this because this will be added while sculpting. Let's add another cut here. Another one here because we had this. Let's call them peaks, like mountain peaks. This. Okay, maybe two here. Okay, it's already looking good. And as you can see our blade here, you can see there is this part. Let me draw so you can see this part. It's indented, but I decided to change the result a bit and add like a sphere here that's going to be shaped like this and it's going to stick out on the blade. It looks much better and it's much easier to make it. So we will let go of the handle for a bit and I will show you the proportional editing. The thing I told you to turn off, it's located here. So the proportional editing is a way to move a selected vertex while also moving these unselected vertices nearby. So it's much easier when you see it. So when I enable this, right here, you can see it's blue, it's enabled. Then I press G. You see this circle here. Scrolling the wheel up, we actually decrease the range it will affect. Scroll the mouse wheel down, we increase the area or the range. So now if I move this, you can see I'm moving nearby vertices. If I decrease the range, you can see they are no longer being affected. And you can increase it like stupid amounts. So if you go into that mode and you don't see the circle, just know it's too big and you need to scroll down to actually see it. So here you go. And we will just hit escape to cancel that. So we want to go to the object mode. Shift A. Okay, let me remove my pencil. Shift A. Add a mesh. We want to add a UV sphere. Bring it down. Like here, we want the middle dot to be here. Then in edit mode, we want to S and just scale it down with the proportional editing off, we want to scale it down a bit, like this. Then we want to enable the proportional editing. Select this bottom part here, this single vertex. Press 1 on our keyboard to go to front view, and then G to drag it. And as we want, we can increase the area so it looks better, like this. We can rotate it a bit. We can also select the top vertex, do the same thing, like this. Then select it collectively, resize it a bit. Let me hide other meshes so I can see it better. Let's see, blade hide. So like this, we can see, it should be a bit thinner, so we can go down here. This. We can also select the whole loop and S to scale, and we will scale the whole mesh. So this, let's scale it down. We want to also scale this part up. You see, the best way to learn stuff like this, to get a feel for it, is to practice. It's already looking better, but I want a bit more like this. And it should be good. Maybe just make it a wee bit thinner, like this. So select the loop cut. And we can also S and Z, like this. Okay, now this looks like we want it to look. The rest of the shape we will get by sculpting. And now that we have so many of these blade parts, we want to organize them into collections. So we know which part we are selecting and which part is which. So first we'll select our blade. Okay, the blade is here. Then you see this collection. So we have collections, and in this collection, which is named collection, we have all these objects. So if we click this arrow here, then we close the collection. It's like how to describe it? It's like a drawer. You have books in your drawer. You open it, you see what you have. We want to make more drawers. So up here you have this plus icon. Clicking it will add a collection. We can name it MISC, like miscellaneous. In that collection, I would like to put the camera, light, and other stuff we don't need, that are not objects. We can do that by selecting the object in the viewport, and then pressing M to move to unselected collection. Or you can go to the scene collection and just click and drag into the selected collection. So into MISC selection, I will drag the camera, light, and also the reference image. And the point of having a collection is you can hide them in the viewport like this, and it makes it much more viewable. Okay, in this first collection we will just rename it Sword Mesh. Done. And okay, blade is blade. This one we will call handle. The sphere. Well, we have two spheres. Okay, delete the one that we don't need. So in this sphere we will call handle extension. Yeah, because naming things really helps, especially when you have multiple stuff in your scene. It just saves lives. And now we want to hide the handle extension and the handle, because we want to tweak this blade. As you can see, if I go to the X-ray mode, you can see our blade splits. So the blade goes like this, but it splits here so that our handle extension can go there. We should have edited that earlier, but that's the point I'm trying to make. We do not need to be afraid to make changes to our model. Of course, we can delete these ones and these ones. So by selecting them, X, delete vertices. Then we want to shift select. So we select the behind vertices as well. Then select these ones. Then we can extrude. Okay. We want to turn off the proportional editing and extrude. Now we want to bring the vertices like this. Do not worry about this shape right here, is because of the subdivisions and because we haven't yet made the crease. Then we want to select these ones and bring it up like this. Select those like this. Okay, now we want to select these ones, let's deselect the ones that we don't need. You can see we want to select the bottom ones, these two, and these two. Go press N on your keyboard and increase it to 1. Then we want to connect these two with F. If you want to quickly connect vertices, select 2 of them and press F. Because if selecting 2 vertices, it will make an edge. If selected 4 or 3 vertices, it will make a face. And we want to select the new edge we made and also crease it. Then select these 2, crease it as well, and these 2. Okay. Now it should look good. And we can also disable the X-ray mode and the reference we can disable with mask, because you can see we are lacking some faces here. To make a face, you can select, if you remember, 4 vertices and press F to fill. It's important to have your faces filled, especially when we get to sculpting. You want to select these up, fill. Then we also need to select these ones, crease it. We can select these ones, crease it. And yeah, creasing it to 1 won't be a problem. So crease this. And we have a few more vertices here as well. So if you want to select an area you want to basically rotate around like a helicopter, you can press Alt and middle click. Then if you zoom in, you can see we are just like zooming around the selected point of view like a helicopter. I don't know how else to call it, so I can choose, for example, this area, any area you want, is Alt and middle click. It really helps me when I'm sculpting. So we can Alt middle click here. So these ones, F to fill. As you can see here, if we select the 2 of these vertices, we can also crease it so it looks better, so we don't get any weird glitches later on. So these ones, F to fill, crease it to max. Oh, for some reason this isn't creased. Get creased, okay. Now our blade looks exactly like the reference, so if we go to 1, you can see here. Yes, it looks good. Then let's unhide our handle extension and we can go to the edit mode and make it fit the shape. So we want to enable the proportional editing and then slowly place it here. We can rotate it a bit, scale it down. We can also scale this part down. And it's starting to look good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the shape. Then let's move to the handle and let's try to conform it around. So, and when it comes to meshes, you want meshes to go through each other or to its touch, because we don't know what any holes in our sword. Okay, we can extrude here. For now, let's hide the extension. Extrude our blade. We can merge these by pressing M, merge at the center. We can also make a face like this. It's a triangle, but it won't affect the thing because we will be sculpting. Then unhide the handle extension. You can see here we have a hole. So let's extrude. Let's add another woodcut. Enable X-ray mode. Oh, and disable proportional editing. It's pretty annoying. I think with O, yes. O is a shortcut to enable and disable proportional editing. So we want it disabled, like this. Okay. And now, enable handle extension. And our blade is already looking like it should. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the result, and hope you are too. Our handle now is, well, it's a piece of paper just like our blade, but we'll fix that in the next episode. And in the next episode, we will continue making our handle, and we'll make this top part right here using what we already have learned. So, thank you for watching, but don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the video. It really helps me make you more tutorials like this. So, see you in the next one. Bye bye.